Welcome back to Gregory Boxing. Jason Brandt's there, staying alongside Wayne Gregory. We're going over the 4 factors to add this to your training regimen. We went over the breathing. We're going to now talk about the visualization of mental rehearsal, and then we'll go on to goal setting and self-talk. Wayne, talking about number 2, visualization and mental rehearsal, what does that have to do with boxing?
Okay, so when it comes to visualization / mental rehearsal, right, you can shorten your learning curve, right, when you guys are performing a task, especially when it comes to movement. We can spend a lot of time talking about this, but it's like when a coach, right, you see your coach, like he's showing you, right, how to do something, and he's probably performing it, right? Well, he's trying to get you to copy him, okay? So at night, like when you're trying to perfect this move, you're trying to get it, right? You're gonna close your eyes and you're gonna mentally see yourself performing that task. When you perform it enough times, it comes to you easier than if you performed it the very first time. So mental rehearsal, visualization is it's an important part of your training in here, in just training. Okay, now there's other parts of this, right, when it comes to visualization, mental rehearsal, that's important. It goes on from your first day in the gym all the way to being a professional. All right, so I would refer to visualization, right, as watching video, right, watching a fight tape. Okay. Right, so, and then when you're watching a fight tape, like of an opponent, right, that you're gonna have, you're mentally rehearsing. You're probably not watching it for the entertainment factor of it. Yeah. You're watching the guy that you're about to fight, or the girl that you're about to fight, and you're watching how they move, right? So I'm watching how they move, I'm watching what they do, what they don't do, and in my head, like I'm going over it, like this is how, like I'm gonna fight them. You are literally mentally rehearsing your fight in your head. As you get good at this, and I know that some of my boxers out there, you'll get this. When you're laying down in bed, like the fight night haunts you, right, until that night. Meaning like when you lay down, you're like, did I do enough today? Didn't I, you know what I mean? Should I do more? What have I done? But you do play the fight out in your head, right? You close your eyes, right? And then all of a sudden when you get good at mental rehearsal, you kind of snap awake and your heart is beating, right? Well, how is that? Like you feel your blood pressure go up. Yeah. That means that you're getting very good at mentally rehearsrsing the fight.
You're putting yourself there.
You're putting yourself there. You're thinking about it. But having it ingrained like in your training program and understanding like I'm gonna visualize this, I'm gonna mentally rehearse it, right? Like as opposed to just on the fly, laying in bed, all of a sudden you snap awake, like I was about to fall asleep, I was thinking about the fight, now my heart rate's going 1,000 miles an hour and I can't go to sleep. You're mentally rehearsing the fight.
That's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love when I hear that. Okay, so parts of it, like also when it comes to it, like I always add, like when I'm working with the military, or if I'm working with law enforcement, like to show like how it works, right? It's like slowing things down, right? So we don't have to be like a neurologist to understand that what's going on is mental. Okay, so one of the examples that I give is like Peyton Manning's first year in the NFL. The first thing that he said was, oh my God, the game is so much faster, right, at the pros than it was at college. And what did he throw? He threw like 29 interceptions. Yeah. Okay, he comes back the next season, he makes this huge commitment to watching film. Yeah. So now when he gets out on the field, things are familiar to him.
Well, I always hear him say it slowed down for me. The game finally slowed down for me.
Yeah, and that's the question, right? That's the big question. Yeah. So what does that do to your brain? Did your brain speed up? Yeah. Are you now able to process more information? Like how did the game slow down? Like it's in your head. Like what went on? Yeah. But him watching all of the tape and before, you know what I mean, like him like torturing defenses and recognizing that is a form of mental rehearsal.
When they talk about the best quarterbacks of all time, they always say they're a master in the film room.
Yes,
they all have that.
They're mentally rehearsing, right? And then there's a good portion of fighters for some reason they don't want to watch the tape. Yeah. They'll watch tape of themselves or whatever. But like as a trainer, when I'm watching a trainer's perspective, right? I'm watching what that opponent can do. And then when it comes to fight night, right? I'm not watching my guy. I just spent 8 weeks with you getting you ready for this fight. Like you're supposed to be doing your job. My job is to watch the opponent, right? And then all of a sudden I'm starting to see things like of all the tape that I watched on him, right? Like, oh, he's doing this, he's doing that. And then based on what I know my guy can do,
Yeah.
right, when he comes back to the corner, I'll have something for him.
Do you think some fighters don't wanna watch film because they just know if I just do what I'm supposed to do, everything will be all right?
Yeah, but like, why not have that sense of familiarity,
Yeah.
right? When to be familiar with your surroundings, when the bell rings and you
Right.
touch gloves, and then you start to see, like,
I
if
saw
you're-
this already.
Right, like you should know if you're a good athlete. Oh man, I can do this. I have speed. Like when you're watching the tape, I'm faster than that guy.
Right.
You won't know the power, right? Because you won't know the power that he has until he hits you, right? So like that's always the question mark.
Right.
But you'll have a visual idea like, oh, I'm faster than him. I can move better than him. So why wouldn't you want to know that? Because it would affect your training and how you're training.
Right.
So that's how I would. That's how I'd say our approach to visualization / mental rehearsal, right? Like going over in your head, whether it's a movement, whether it's an exercise, whether it's sparring, fighting, like in your head, rehearsing it, right, to develop a better outcome.
Got it?
We good?
Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.